Let me introduce to you our distinguished guest speaker for this evening. He is an integrative medicine specialist and has been active in the clinical practice for the last 26 years. He is recognized as a front-runner in the practice of integrative medicine and specializes in integrative cancer therapy, heavy metal detoxification, chelation therapy, homeopathy, and homotoxicology. And also, he is a certified occupational health specialist, a diplomate and fellow of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine. He presently owns a private clinic for those of you who want to consult him in Cubao known as Clinica Biologica, where he practices integrative medicine with special field of interest in homeopathy, detoxification, preventive, nutritional, and cellular medicine. And more importantly, he has helped several cancer patients overcome the big C. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, to enlighten us how we can prevent and fight cancer the natural way, please help me welcome none other than Dr. Rogelio Salindong, also known as Doc Roger.
No, what we're going to talk about is ano po yung magagawa ng produktong Alveo to us. No? Ako, sabi ko nga po sa inyo, seldom I take endorsements. No? Unless I really believe na yung product can help. Hindi ko po tinatanggap yung medyo may yabang na rin po ng konti, no? Medyo pihikan, ika nga po. No? We've been in the business for quite some time already. No? So, hindi ho lahat ng dumating po sa clinic namin ay tinatanggap po namin yung endorsement. No? So, sabi ko nga po sa inyo, I seldom take in products kasi nga po, kung hindi po ako naniniwala doon sa product na makakatulong. No, nung una pa lang binigay sa akin itong produkto na to, ako nagulat na po talaga ako eh. Kasi seldom in the market you see an herbal extract product. Kung makikita nyo, ang market is flooded with all kinds of juices. Diba? Fruits, vegetables. But never you see a product of this kind. Diba? Kaya nung nakita ko, tapos herbal extracts, wow, sabi ko, this is do. So tingnan po natin, no? So this is a botanical drink, no? So Alveo. Alveo, no, yun po yung pangalan, no? Is the only one, na I believe, this is my personal, na number one in the market when it comes to herbs extract, no? Wala kayong makikitang ibang produkto now. No, sabi ko sa inyo, name ng mga produkto, nagdaan po sa amin yan. So, kasi nga po, they ask us to talk, they ask us to endorse the product. No? Yung mga juice, which sometimes hindi naman po na dinidiscriminate ko yung mga locals, no? Pero sometimes po kasi yung kwalidad, no? Hindi nyo alam na minsan sinasabi siya, this is nanotechnology. Alam nyo ba magkano ang makinang ng nano? $10 million. Tapos maririnig kayo, local company, nanotechnology. Una kong tanong doon, nasaan ang planta? Wala. Saan ang makina? Eh di wala. Ano laman ng produkto? Eh di wala. Diba? Kung logic lang eh. Walang makina, nanotechnology. Kasi sikat na sikat ang nanotechnology now, di ba? Kasi napakaliit ang pores. Ito, pumapasok sa kaloob-looban. Nasaan ang planta? Wala nga pala kaming planta, Dok. Di ba? None. Di ba? None. Galing None. Di ba? So, pag ganon, do not take everything hook, line, and sinker. Try to think. Kasi yung iba naman, they're in for the business. So, seldom you see, what you see on the background are the herbs that is in Alveo. No? Number one is yung nandun sa dulon-dulo on the far right, that's Aloe Vera, may cayenne. No? So, and seldom, sabi ko nga po sa inyo, you can put this in one. Bakit po? Kasi nga po, the technology. No? Kaya nga po when you say extract, no? So, ang Alveo is from a Latin word which means wellness or to be well, no? And it's so unique kasi this is an extract. No, sa amin po, pag sinabi niyong extract, it's basically lahat ng laman ng plants, hinigup nyo at pinagsama-sama. That's what we said extract. Kaya kung what is in the plant it's basically in the solution. No, yun po yung technology ng extraction. Yun po, kaya yun ang binabayaran nyo dito, hindi yung mga dahon-dahon na yan. Mura yung mga dahon na yan, napupulot lang sa tabi-tabi yan eh. It's the technology that makes this exciting. Kasi they have the technology. No? So it's made up of 26 different herbs. No? So what are the 26 herbs in ALVEO? No? So kung titingnan nyo siya, ito po yun, no? They have alfalfa, marshmallow, century, they have barberry, thyme, angeli, aloe vera, broccoli. No, so we're not going to be able to discuss all of them. Maganda po sana that you see kung ano yung mga benefits that you get from each one of them. So what I did is, for purpose of presentation, is pick up yung magagandang produkto dito that really with relevance to cancer. No? So why choose ALVEO? No? Sabi nga, bakit ALVEO? Ang dami naman in the market mga juice eh. Bakit ako mag-ALVEO? Sabi ko nga po sa inyo, seldom you see an herb extract. No? And when you see herb extract, most of the time, ito po yung laman niya. No? They have amino acids, vitamins, trace elements, mineral, enzyme, phytochemicals, chlorophyll. You get it in one package. Di ba? And ano naman po ang benepisyo when you have all of these things? The health benefits that you get are the one on the left, when you're facing the TV. No? It's an adaptogen. Ano po ibig sabihin ng adaptogen? Adaptogen, kung ano po yung problema nyo sa loob ng katawan nyo, the chemical will try to improve it. No, may sakit ng ulo nyo, pupunta yan doon to address what sakit ng ulo is causing. Diba? So mataas ang sugar mo, palagay niya insulin, he goes that and address. So those are adaptogens. No? Yan, yung immunomodulation, ibig sabihin po niyan is improving your immune system. No, that's in relation to immune system. Alam naman natin yung antioxidants. No? Antioxidants, ito po yung nag-a-address ng mga free radical scavenger inside your body. And these are the most common cause of oxidative stress. No? And this is brought about yung mga toxins in the environment. No? So yung mga antioxidants are mostly the vitamins. No? Vitamin C, vitamin E, di ba? So vitamin D, nakikita nyo lahat yan sa mga herb extract. Tapos, sabi ko nga sa inyo, when you give something sa mga cancer patients, yung tatlong basic principle, dapat meron kayo nun. Restore acid-base balance. Diba? 2, dapat nakaka-detoxify siya. And 3, dapat it can provide cellular nutrition. ALVEO can do all of these things for you. Diba? So, napakaganda niyang supplements. Not even kung may cancer na kayo, much more, lalo pa kung wala pa kayong cancer. Diba? So, wag nyo nang intayin na may sakit na kayo, tsaka pa lang kayo bibili ng ALVEO. Diba? Ngayon pa lang na habang wala pa, kasi mas makakamura kayo. Bakit? Kasi mas konti inumin nyo eh. Bakit? Pag nag-cancer na kayo, we do not give 1 or 2 ounces a day. Ako, I give as much as a glass a day. May sakit ka na, mas mataas ang requirements mo now, mas mataas ang magkailangan ng katawan mo to repair, to regenerate, to proliferate. So dapat, yun lang naman siguro for about 2 weeks to a month. No, kaya kung may pera ka rin lang, edi doon ka na kaysa magkikimo ka. Siguro yung supply mo ng 30 bottles of ALVEO, that's 30,000. Eh magkano isang kimo? Isang kimo lang yun eh. Oh, this ALVEO na ako. Diba? And then you provide anti-inflammation. No? Cancer, one of the reason why we have cancer is because of chronic inflammation. Yan din po yung sinasabi na the reason now bakit ang taas din ng mga cardiac problems now because of the chronic subclinical inflammation. ALVEO has that, no? Kasi meron siyang mga ginger. Ginger is a very powerful panggamot sa rayuma, di ba? Yung matatanda nga, tinatapal yan sa mga kaya nga, tinatawanan niya yung sa labat, inumin yung araw-araw yan, tanggal yung mga kasukasuan pain nyo. No? It's very powerful. And then it supports metabolism. Bakit? The enzymes that you get from the herbs supports metabolism, no? Kasi kung walang enzyme, walang mag-trigger ng biological process, no? And also the amino acid that you get, no, are the ones that trigger yung protein production mo, yung immune system production mo. Ang mga catalyst niyan are basically the amino acid that you get from the herbs that is in ALVEO. No, and then sabi ko nga sa inyo, it supports regeneration and proliferation. No, ito na po yung time na pag medyo gumaganda na yung pakiramdam nyo, then that's the time siguro nagre-regenerate na kayo and proliferate. No. So we're going to discuss 4 of the things that's inside, the 4 of the herbs that's inside ALVEO: aloe vera, alfalfa, broccoli, green tea. Then we'll talk about chromium, peppermint oil, and then grape juice. No? So what's aloe vera? Alam niyo po ba ang aloe vera? Yan yung ginagamit ni Cleopatra pa. Di ba? Yan yung pinapahid na sa kanyang mukha. No, so it's been like that it's been known to be one of the, di ba, you say skin, no, kasi it supports collagen production also. But hindi lang po yan, no. Studies shows now that aloe vera is one of the most potent polysaccharides, no, which is really very good for cancer. Aloe vera is very powerful for colon cancer. No, if you have any problems with colon disorder, you have this mga dyspepsias, gastritis, ulcers, no, take aloe vera. No, meron available niyan sa iba, yung mga juice, no. Pero ako, because of the yun nga synergy of all the things that you get from ALVEO, ako use na lang kayo ng ALVEO. Yeah. So ang tawag po doon, they call it the asemanans, no. It's a very powerful cancer, anti-cancer. It can inhibit the growth of cancer, no? And another thing is this anthracinones, no? Kaya po napakaganda niyan for colon functions, no? Kung may mga constipations kayo, no? Because of this is the chemicals that really works in the digestive system. And then, ang ganda pa ng aloe vera kasi meron din siyang anti-inflammatory. There's about 6 of them in the aloe vera itself, no? So which is, again, sabi ko nga sa inyo, very important yan when you talk of cancer inflammation, no? Kaya yung mga pasyente in cancer, sometimes they're really in pain. It's not because of the cancer, it's because of the inflammation. Tanggalin mo inflammation yan, kaya mga pasyente sa amin, nagugulat sila. In pain, nilalagyan mo lang ng turmeric, aloe vera, ginger, tanggal yan. And then there's other than these 2 na famous for cancer, there's over 200 active compounds pa in aloe vera. No? Sobra-sobra ang ganda ng aloe vera. This is one of the most studied na plants, no? Because ang dami talagang nilang nakita dito. No? And basically, these are some of the conditions that can be addressed outside of cancer, no? Pwede pang rheuma, diabetes, asthma, infection, constipation, and a lot more, no? Ito po yung alfalfa. Yan yung nilalagay sa mga tinapay, di ba? Yung sa salad, kainin nyo yan. That's very good for cancer. 1, it's known as the father of all food. Ang another thing with alfalfa, hindi ko na isulat dyan, it contains a very powerful anti-cancer. You're familiar with vitamin B17? You're familiar with amygdalin? You're familiar with laetrile? Ito po ay isang napakahusay na anti-cancer. Alfalfa is one of the highest B17. And other than that, alfalfa also contains saponins, no? Saponins, parang sabon po yan. No, pagpasok sa loob ng intestine nyo, hindi po yan na ina-absorb ng katawan nyo eh. Now, what it does, no? Dumidikit po sa kanya yung mga cancer cells. Bakit? Saponins po kasi has a high affinity for cholesterol. No? Ang cancer cells has a special kind of cellular membrane which is high in a cholesterol-like substance. No? So, ang nangyayari dyan, pag nasa lubong niya yung saponin, sa ayaw at gusto niya, didikit siya. At ilalabas yan through the uudo. Di ba? So, yan po yung nangyayari dyan. So, yung mga kinakain yung mga toxin, di ba? Pag sinabayan nyo ng alfalfa yan, lahat ng mga toxin doon, halos hindi pumapasok sa katawan nyo, but it goes out through the system dahil nga it binds with your saponins from your alfalfa. Diba? So napakahusay po niyan. Kaya nga number 1 yan for prevention of colon cancer, no? And also prevent carcinogen formation kasi kung kita nga niyang pwede kang mag-cause ng cancer, dumidikit po sila, no? So and so also may mga anti-inflammatory chemicals din po sila, no? So it's very good for uric acid, for arthritis, it lower blood pressure, asthma, cholesterols, no? So yan po yun. Broccoli, di ba? Ang broccoli contains sulforaphane, no? It's one of the from Brassica family yan, no? Kasama niyan yung mga kale, cauliflower, no? But broccoli has the highest levels of among the Brassica family. Kasama po niyan cabbage, kale, cauliflower, mustard, no? These are Brassica family, no? Ang pinakamaano lang, broccoli. Although may kamahalan lang, pero hindi po niluluto ang broccoli. Kasi you destroy all the chemicals, all the phyto, no? Iluto mo lang yan ng steam. Steam you do not destroy. Blanch you do not destroy. Microwave you do not destroy. But cook it the way we cook it. Pag nag-iba kulay niyan, dead. No? 30 minutes mong iluto yan, 77% of the chemicals are gone. Diba? Luto mo ng 5 to 10 minutes, ilang percent yung nakalagay na, nakalimutan ka. Basta you lost about 10 to 20% already. Eh tayo, kung magluto tayo, di ba? Parang yung pag sinigang, di ba? Yung kangkong. Pag ihinugot mo yung kangkong, alam mo, naapakan eh. Di ba? Wala na pong sustansya yon. All you get are fibers. No, the insoluble fibers, and chances are the vitamin C, which are mga non-heat stable, hindi po sila kakonting init lang. Lalo na po yung mga enzymes. The enzymes, lahat po ng gulay, kaya nga raw. We tell you to eat raw. Bakit? Kasi because of the enzymes that you need. Bakit? Ang cancer cells has a protective coating outside. No? And they call it proteolytic proteins. No? Pero hindi po siya, kahit katabi na siya ng immune system mo, because of that covering, hindi po siya nakikilala. Akala, tabarkads. Di ba? Kaya nga po, pinabigyan namin kayo ng maraming enzyme. We tell you to eat fruits and vegetables, juice every day. Kasi the enzymes in the fruits and the vegetables and the herbs are the one that destroys the protein coating of the cancer cells, making them more vulnerable to the attack of the immune system. So may purpose yun, kaya pinapakain kayo ng gulay na hilaw. Hindi po dahil gusto lang kayong gutumin. No? Yung iba kasi akala nila, bakit hindi na ako pwede kumain? Lahat ng ginagawa namin with a purpose. Di ba? Yun po yung dahilan nun. Ang enzymes, pag niluto nyo yung vegetables nyo, ang init is only about 38 degrees centigrade. You destroy the enzyme. Konting-konting lang yan. Boiling point, 100. So hindi pa siya kumukulo at 50 degrees, sira na yung enzymes nyo. Kaya nga ideally, vegetables should be eaten raw. It's highly protective against cancer, so try to eat, no? And for those who have cancers doing radiation, sabi nga nila, it's very good for you. So it's very good for prostate cancer, may cardiovascular protection. It also has a high amount of lutein. Familiar kayo with lutein and zeaxanthin? Diba? Ito yung kino-commercial ni Iza Calzado. No? So it's really very good for the eyes. No? And kung meron kayong nilalabas na medyo hindi maganda, ito. Malodorous flatulence. In other words, utut. Yeah. di ba? Ano ba yun? Mali ba yung sinabi ko? Tama. Baka akala ko mali eh. Di ba? Di ba? Ang lalim, di ba? Sa Pilipino yan, simple-simple yan. Utut. Malodorous flatulence. Di ba? Kumain daw kayo ng broccoli. Pag utut, amoy broccoli. Di ba? Green tea. Now, green tea is one also of the, nakita nyo, di ba, yung mga British, hindi nyo napupuna, ang haba ng mga buhay nila. Tingnan nyo si Queen Elizabeth, di ba, almost 100 na, kasi may tea time sila. Every 2 to 3 o'clock, they take in tea. Kaya dapat magkaroon din kayo ng tea time. Di ba? It's because of the EGCG, no? The epigallocatechicalic. It's very powerful anti-cancer. Kaya lahat ng pasyente po namin, we tell them to, instead of taking soft drinks, instead taking of tea, coffee, you take tea every morning. And then, they added chromium. No? Sabi ko ang galing nga. Di ba? Chromium, kasi sa karamihan ng mga ang hirap ng chromium hanapin, no? So siguro this is what Dr. Khoshbin think about. Dagdagan ko ng chromium. No, chromium is a trace element, no? Konting-konti lang ang kailangan mo niyan to support life, no? Ang magnesium mo, potassium mo, calcium mo will not be absorbed properly kung walang chromium. Trace element yan, patak lang yan. Kung titingnan nyo sa mga traces, yung mga range, ang kailangan mo lang yan is a 0.5 something of ano. No? So ito, dinagdagan nila. So other than that, chromium also is responsible for insulin production. It supports your liver and your pancreas to produce more insulin. No? So pag meron kang insulin, so what happened? Diabetes prevention. Diba? Kasi body is producing more of the insulin. Diba? So yan po yung ginagawa nyo. No? And other than that, it can also lower your bad cholesterol, no? And at the same time naman, increase your good cholesterol, which is basically, again, meron cardiovascular function. Diba? And also, kung makikita nyo dyan, may depression. Why? Chromium is necessary to produce more neurotransmitter. Kung meron kayong mga episode of insomnia, no, your brain will not produce the right amount of melatonin, no, kung kulang ka ng chromium. And dahil nga yung chromium, hindi nyo nakikita basta-basta sa mga fruits, tapos nga po, yung pagluto pa natin, mali, so chances are, wala tayong nakukuhang chromium. No? Walang pumapasok na chromium inside our body. No? Ang chromium, meron din po yan sa patatas. Kaso nga, ang patatas, pag niluto nyo, French fries. Di ba? O, di ba? Pinakukuluan nyo ng pagkatagal-tagal hanggang lumutong. Eh, wala na kayo nakukuha chromium doon. Kahit ano, wala. Carbohydrates lang yun. Tsaka mantika. Trans fats. No, kaya yung, ano sabi nga nila? French fries is one of the worst thing na kinakain ng mga kabataan niya. Sarap naman kasi talaga. Di ba? Ano pa? Yon kamatis, meron yan. Broccoli has one. No? Yung nandiyan dyan lahat. Yung sili, yung cayenne, meron yan. Bell pepper, no? Meron yan. And also, ang ALVEO has cayenne. Di ba? So, cayenne is what? Very good for cardiovascular kasi it supports the blood vessels to dilate more. Di ba? Kaya sabi nila, huwag kayong kakain pag may almoranas. Partly that's true. Kasi cayenne, stimulates dilatation of the blood vessels. Kaya napakaganda niyan also for blood pressure. Kasi nga, it dilates. So in effect, your blood pressure will go down. Di ba? Grape juice, no? Resveratrol ang makukuha nyo dyan. Ito yung lasa. There are two varieties of ALVEO. Alam ko, iniinom ko yata yan. No? Binigyan yata ako. Iniinom ko po yan. Nagulat pa nga si ma'am. Kung inumin ko yan, nilalaklak ko doon sa bate. Ganon ko inumin yan. No? Resveratrol is what you get from grapes. Di ba? It's a very powerful cardiovascular protection. Di ba? Pero bukod pa dyan, alam nyo ba, yung EGCG is 2 times more powerful than resveratrol. Kung naniniwala kayo sa husay ng resveratrol, mas maniwala kayo sa green tea. Kasi ang green tea, studies have shown, it's 2 times more powerful than resveratrol. Di ba? Green tea na lang. Alveo. Di ba? And also flavonoids, which is an antioxidant. Meron din siyang support the heart functions, it prevents blood clot, cholesterol. Again, it's more of the cardiovascular and resveratrol. And that's what they get from the grapes. No? Peppermint oil. No, ito yung isang flavor. No, there are 2 variants, no, the grapes, no, and the peppermint oil. No, ang terpenes is the one. Meron din siyang anti-cancer, the terpenes. No, ang ginagawa naman nito, also just like your EGCG, no, it cuts off the blood supply of the cancer cells. Ang cancer cells po kasi para for them to survive, to, yung surrounding tissues niya, naglalabas siya yung tinatawag na angiogenetic factor para the surrounding tissue gumawa ng bagong blood vessel at kumabit sa kanya. And from here, dito siya kumukuha ng nourishment niya. And also, ito yung ginagamit ng escape route para for the cancer cells to go outside and go to the different organs. No? Ang peppermint oil, no, pinuputol niya yung blood supply na yan. It's called an angiogenesis, that's what we call them. No? Meron din yan ang EGCG, no? These are some curcumin, no? So yan po yung mga anti-cancer that also is an angiogenesis. No? So marami po yan. But sa meron sila niyan. Also ginger, meron din po yan. Ang ganda talaga ng Alveo nako. Bumili na kayo, wag na kayong manghinayang. Question and answer. So these are some of the questions, no? Side effect of Alveo. Meron ba? Wala. It's food. Is it safe for kids and elderly? There's no questions about kids and elderly. You can take Alveo. No? As mga bata, you can give it at a lower dose. No? Kasi ang body requirements ng kids they're still in the growing stage, no? Yung requirements nila still not that much compared to sa elderly, no? You need to take more, no? Kasi one, mahina yung metabolism nyo, no? So instead siguro kung talagang kaya, take it siguro mga 2, okay na kayo doon. O kaya increase yung 1, no? Instead of taking it 1 ounce, hindi 1 drop. Baka kala nyo 1 drop. 1 ounce. We're talking 1 ounce. That's about 28 ml. No, that's about 2 tablespoons. No? So yun, 1, yun yung regular dosage. But if you're elderly, mga 50, 65 years old, I suggest you take it at least 3 times a day. Na 1 din. Diba? Kasi nga metabolism iba. The absorption is iba. And also pala, ang kagandahan with Alveo, you bypass digestion. No, hindi katulad yan, sabi, kakain na lang ako ng alfalfa. Diba? Pag kumain kayo ng alfalfa, 50 to 20% of the nutrients are gone in the intestine. Hindi yan na-absorb lahat. No? Ang kagandahan nito, dahil this is an extract, pag inom nyo nito, ang katawan nyo, wala nang gagawin. A-absorb na lang lahat yung nutrients. Para kayong nag-IV niyan. Para kayong nagsiswero. Di ba? So, napakaganda po talaga. Will it interfere if you're taking hypertensive medicine, diabetes? No. In fact, it can do more. Kasi bakit? Mas baka lalong makita nyo, gaganda kaagad yung blood pressure nyo, gaganda yung blood sugar reading nyo, and then pag gano'n na po, we do it, you remove whatever you're taking and try taking na lang, go for the natural, stay with Alveo na lang. Di ba? How soon? Makita nyo ba kaagad? Isang bote? Yung iba kasi ganyan eh. Pag hindi nakakita ng walang naramdaman, after a bottle, ayaw na. Hindi po siya ganon. No? Kasi your body needs to repair. No? And kung titingnan nyo po, there's a hierarchy of cell function. No? First, you have to detoxify. 2, you have to support yung mechanism of regeneration. And then, tsaka pa lang siya magre-repair. So, meron po siyang hierarchy. Unless na hindi kayo properly detoxify, hindi kayo pupunta to the next level. Hindi nyo na-satisfy yung second level, you will not. Akala nyo ba pag ininom nyo yan, kaya nga ako, I'm not with, so much with stem cell na ibinibigay kagad with cancer patient. Kasi habang agresibo yung cancer cells mo, yung 1 million mo goes to waste. Di ba? Kaya nga dapat you do it on a learned basis. No? Kaya nga, what's the safest para masabi nyong Alveo works? Take it at least 3 months. That's about 3 bottles. Di ba? 3 or 4 bottles. Safe na kayo doon. Maganda na po yan. No? Compared to if you really want to take in medicine, magkano medicine ngayon? Di ba? Norbas, 40 pesos. Di ba? Pag tinanggal mo, batas pa rin ang blood pressure mo. Take mo 3 months at tumagris pa ng blood pressure mo, you'll never take again your antihypertensive medication. Maganda kasi dito, they repair lahat ng mechanism na yun, dadaanan nito ng katawan nyo bago talagang masabi na you're imperfect. Di ba? Safety and quality, is this a good product? Di ba? Yan ang question. Akuna has a lot of certification. They have an ISO 9000. Sa quality management system, ang San Miguel is an ISO 9000 certified. So, ang system niyan, ibig sabihin niya, lahat ng proseso nila are registered and qualified by mga espesyalista. Para mag-qualify ka dyan, talagang you really go sa di ba? Sa system. And then it's a GMP certified. And what's GMP? That's good manufacturing practices. No? Meron din silang Better Business Bureau member. This is a local organization daw in Canada that basically promote truthful in the product. No? So member din po sila. And then they have the product tested in Germany. So definitely wala siyang steroids component, no? And no alcohol component. No? So kung minom kayo at nahilo kayo, hindi po dahil sa Alveo, nahihilo po talaga kayo. Kaya yung iba kasi, minom ako, nahilo ko. Hindi dahil sa Alveo, walang alcohol, walang steroids yan. Uminom ako, namaga ako. Hindi, talagang namamaga ka. Diba? So, ganun lang po siya. And now, sabi nga, ang Health Canada is one of the most stringent, no? When it comes to product. Sabi nga nila, ang Health Canada is better than FDA of the USA. So, ang USA, FDA, ano yan politics. No? Ang Health Canada, sa kanila medyo conscious sila dyan. No? So, meron po siyang certificate from the product number sila. So, it's registered in Canada. No? And also, wala na pong BPAD ngayon. Wala nang BPAD. FDA na po tayo ngayon. FDA, Philippines. Nakita nyo, may Philippines. Di ba? And also, it's kosher certified. Ano ibig sabihin ng kosher? Yung preparation po niyan, no? Hindi po halal. Kung sa Muslim, halal. Sa mga Jews kasi kosher. No, it's how you prepare the products. Dapat po yan according to their sa kanilang proseso, no, para masabi talagang maganda. So once it's kosher certified, ibig sabihin niyan, it really undergone a very good process. No? So yun lang po yun. No? So and on all of this, meron po ang Alveo, the product. No? And this is the creator of the product. No? It's a PhD, a research scientist. No? The formula that is in use now is the result of years of study. So hindi po lang nilagay lang basta-basta. Makikita mo talagang may mga alam. No? Hindi lang basta-basta they put in something. Diba? The formula that's in use now is the result of years of study, research, and experience. A different amount of herbs would not have been able to achieve a better effect. So magkamali kayo ng amount, you will not achieve the right synergism, which is very important.